Well, Amy and I have left the sale, and not a lot of value to be found tonight. We did find some. Some. Very tough sale to find any, and I didn't tell people, I didn't make a big deal about it because I knew there was a lot of people that were hoping that we could buy an Ontario bred, right? Top flight Ontario bred. We had clients that wanted a top flight pacer. I had told you that. And there were two pacers really that fit the bill today. Either one of them would have been fine. I thought for sure we would get one of them. We ended up the underbidder on both. And for those of you who have ever ended up an underbidder on a horse, it's a frustrating situation, And I did stretch a little on both the horses. Nevertheless, it's frustrating. So a number of our clients were there tonight. Maybe you guys didn't realize what was going on following at home. We were the underbidder on both Tall Dark Stranger and Beach Classes siblings, right? It was tough to take. It's always tough. You have that adrenaline dump bidding on horses, and then when you go that deep, so much further than I've ever gone before, and quite frankly, I'm okay if we never did again. It's a little heartbreaking. So we did the best we could in regards to those two horses. I know we had a lot of Ohio clients hoping we would get the Beach Glass Sister, and that horse went to determination. We probably could have bid till Thursday morning. They were still going to win. And then another tough cookie in the Tactor family, who were obviously buying the full brother to the horse that made $2 million for them, and was such a nice horse in his own regard, Tall Dark Stranger. So I'm not shocked that other people wanted the horses. I was just a little surprised that we couldn't gather them up. We couldn't haul them in for that price. But that's the way it goes, I for the most part stuck to my guns tonight. I didn't do a video about King of the North Sister because I just didn't think we could afford her. And in fact, if you would have asked me quite bluntly and frankly before the sale, of the three horses, Seaglass, what was that horse's name? I guess it doesn't matter. Seaglass, Tall Dark Stranger's brother, or the Tactical Landing Sister of King of the North, who would bring more, I would have leaned towards the trotting filly. But we were right in the sense that the only value I believe found tonight was found in that singular jurisdiction, right? If it didn't say and Kentucky, or I guess and Massachusetts in some cases, people weren't as hot on them. Now, I thought number 20, quite frankly, and not to pat myself in the back, maybe I was wrong, but we got both number 20 and number 37 for less than I thought I would have to give for either. And I wasn't going to give north of six figures for either of those two. That's just what I had them marked at on my catalog. That's what I thought they would bring. I'll give you just a short synopsis of them, because I know it's late for everybody, certainly late for Amy and I. So looking at number 20 first, this was a horse I thought was really, really nice horse. I didn't think we could afford this horse. This is a Chapter 7, singular jurisdiction eligibility. February 27th foal. A filly, nonetheless. Out a first foal out of an Explosive Matter sister to Cedar Dove and When Doves Cry. Beautiful filly, beautiful video, great looking filly. I had her marked at $125,000. I was off. She was $70,000. But again, I believe only the New York eligibility played a role here. There was so many, this horse was early in the catalog, and so many horses left to look at, and that were dual eligibility. This did, and it will continue to play a role as we move forward. Next was, I know there's a lot of people going to say, New York. Listen, guys, I know, but these are quality horses. We are going to find the best horses for the least amount of money we can. That's my job. I take it very seriously. I think we get two of the best deals in the sale. Just one second. Who's that? What horse is that?
That's the full sister to the filly we bought.
Oh, she was scratched back?
She was scratched out of the race tactical mounds. I was second.
Oh, there you go. Didn't know that. The second horse was number 37, Blanton's Blue. Now, this horse I did do a video about this colt. I told you I liked this colt a lot. Deep down, I thought this colt would bring a little north of 100. I really did. His sister, Mambasita, has now got a mark of This is the 2-year-old Tactical Landing, half sister to this colt. Has now got a mark of 53-2, trotted in 52-3, and has banked $276,000. Lots to like about this colt. Most importantly, wait until you see him. He is gorgeous. Beautiful colt. Again, this is a March 19th colt. You have that single jurisdiction on there, and I'm sure that played a role in both these horses going for what I believe is less than what they were worth, especially after the lunacy that took place tonight. If you were going to try and form some sort of fair market price based on that, what just took place, these horses were well underpriced. But I don't think that is even close to fair market. That was, and it gets this way. I said it last year, just chaos. It's financial chaos. I think 20 and 37 were both great. And it's really hard, though, for me to price. How do you price a horse? And you guys, maybe you think this is easy, but how do you price a horse at $180,000? You can't. I had watched all the horses I liked go for a lot more. Actually, I was the underbidder on a few other ones, right? That one for 150. You would ask me about it. I like that horse. I was the underbidder on a lot of horses. We generally are. But I just couldn't push. I couldn't punch the ticket. I couldn't push the button any further. I was stretched to my limit. I was not going any further, and we let a lot of horses go tonight. And some horses we weren't close on. Now, when it came to punch the clock, when it came to the Tactical Landing sister of King of the North, I just thought she'd go for a lot more money. I just thought she would. Especially if you would have asked me 10 minutes before punch the clock went in the ring, hey, what do you think this one will bring? 375? I don't know. One, it's a filly. Two, it's a Tactical Landing. Sister to King of the North.
There's a full brother coming up behind her.
Full brother behind her, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to try and sell a value purchase at $180,000. That would be wrong of me to do that. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. But my job is to put together the best stable we can. I think the Chapter 7, I know there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, New York. Guys, we were grossly undervalued in those two horses. I believe that. I am going to stick to my guns when it comes to this. We bought two undervalued Chapter 7s. So take a portion of the money we were going to spend or could have spent on them. Get the license in. They're both very, very nice horses. You will be very happy with what you see with these horses. And in regards to King of the North's sister, you tell me. Did I make a mistake? I don't think so. Look at the video. I will show you a video of the filly tomorrow. We're going to do a full-on video of the filly tomorrow. We're going to dissect the entire sale for everybody, tell you what we did, what we didn't do, what we almost did. But I thought we did three great things tonight. Two very good value purchases at 45 and 70 with 20 and 37. I think we did good on both those horses. And although 180 is a lot of money to give for a horse, this family would demand it. This filly is a good-looking filly. So punch the clock. I'm happy with what we did at the sale tonight. A little disappointed we get shut out in those two pacers. And we weren't buying both of them. We were buying one or the other. But shut out tonight and lots of work to do tomorrow. Tons of nice horses. There's an exceptionally good-looking Betters to Like colt tomorrow night we're looking at. So how the horses raced tonight. We had a great night at the track. James got less locked in with Sailor tonight. Not full locked in like he did last week. Less locked in and ended up third. But in fairness, I don't think he could have driven him any different. I was okay with that race. I was not okay with the way he drove White Tiger. And I don't think he was okay with the way he drove White Tiger. But James always errs on the side of caution. Right? I think he should have had him underway in the last turn. And I think he's a winner. Easy winner if he does. Didn't work out that way. He ended up, I don't know what went on with Perfetto coming out of the turn where Dagfin was going. James ended up getting... That's actually funny. James ended up going through pylons, and obviously there was some confusion there, and Locatelli clearly got run into when he came out underneath him. I don't know where Dagfin was going. I think that's the second or third time that horse has done that. I'm not really sure. But White Tiger ended up racing good. They were third and fourth, just beat at the wire, both of them. But I believe White Tiger should have been in the winner's circle, and I think James would agree. Grossly underdriven. But that's racing. That's the way it is. Turn the page. The horses both raced very good. Sailor, Locatelli, White Tiger, all three raced fantastic tonight. Very proud of all three of them. And then Atlas Hanover, we just watched him crush them. He's supposed to. He raced in Little Brown Jug last week, and he's an Elmer's at 4 today. but he looked good doing it. Very, very happy with the way the horses raced tonight. Another big day of racing tomorrow. Another huge day at the sale tomorrow. Tomorrow's a little bit different beast. A lot bigger. Usually a tiny bit more sensibility shows up tomorrow, but you know what? We got our centerpiece, if you will, so far anyway yet in Punch the Clock. Very, very happy with that filly. And we also got two very, very key pieces of 2023. My job is to put together the best stable we can put together, and I think tonight was a huge step forward. So join us tomorrow. We had a great night with the show tonight. I thought Curtis did a fantastic job. The interviews were cool. They were informative. That's what the show's supposed to be about. Very proud of what we put together kind of on the fly. So Curtis always does a great job with everything, and Jamie, his wife, did an incredible job also. Mark McKelvey, I mean, Mark's just always quietly doing fantastic things for the sport, for himself. Guy's very well spoken and very knowledgeable. So very happy with what we did yesterday. Got a big day tomorrow ahead of us. Got to get some rest, get up. 8 o'clock I'll be at the sales pavilion looking at horses, doing videos, and then we have the show at noon and the sale at 2. So thanks to everybody for taking part tonight. Hopefully everybody's happy thus far with what we got. Lots on the go tomorrow. Take care.